Hey y'all, welcome back to As I Age, the place where we keep it real, reflect, and grow together. As you may or may not know, this past weekend I celebrated a birthday. Your girl turned 45. Now, I want to be real with you for a quick second. Leading up to that day, I felt no type of way about that birthday at all. I didn't have no pressure to celebrate, no excitement. I wasn't sad. I wasn't happy. I was just real neutral. As a matter of fact, I remember telling someone it's just another day. And that is strange for me because I used to be that girl that planned birthday trips, dinners, doing the absolute most. But ever since I entered motherhood, something shifted, and I'm not blaming my kids whatsoever. It's not their fault. It's just that life has been lifing. And I'm in my full-blown rebuilding season. Full-blown. And if you've ever been in one, you know it's hard to celebrate when your world still feels like you're putting it back together. And there's beauty in that, yes, but it's also exhausting. And sometimes birthdays feel like a reminder of where you thought you'd be by now or how different life would have turned out. But then something happened. I don't normally scroll on Facebook, but much these days, but around my birthday, the notifications were going off. People were dropping their happy birthday messages and sweet messages. And one of my most dear friends, who I don't even really talk to that often, but she had left a message, or she wrote a message. She wrote a message on my page that said, "Happy birthday. You deserve to be celebrated." And y'all, I don't know why, but that line got me. You deserve to be celebrated. It hit me in my chest because I do. I do so much. I've been through so much. And it reminded me that even in the mess, I'm worthy of joy, of recognition, and of love. So now I'm going to step into my Snoop Dogg phase, the one where he's like, "I want to thank me." Yes, I want to thank me, for surviving the hard days, for showing up when I wanted to disappear, for healing out loud, for just getting back up again and again and starting over again and again. As I age, I'm realizing that self-celebration is not vanity. It's survival. It's affirmation. It's necessary. So let me tell y'all how I celebrated this year. First of all, the girls were not allowed to crash my birthday. Nope. I took the day off from work, dropped them off to childcare, loved them dearly, but mama needed a minute. Then I did a little bit of adulting because, responsibilities, they just don't stop because it's your birthday. Bill's still billing, deadline still deadlining. But after that, I poured into me. I grabbed my free birthday drink from Starbucks. If you know, you know. Y'all know I wasn't letting that go to waste. I swung by Publix and got my free birthday cake. Don't sleep on that bakery. Then I did something that I haven't done in a long time. I shopped for me. Nothing major, just a few cute things that made me feel like me again. And listen, I finally got my toes did. That was long overdue. The feet, they're out here glowing now, okay? The next day, my man took us out to dinner. So me and the girls, we got dolled up and looked adorable, and I genuinely enjoyed myself. It wasn't extravagant. It wasn't big and glamorous, but it was mine, and I loved it. I celebrated where I was in life, and it felt so good to do that. Because here's the thing. as I age, it's not that I've realized this. I've always realized this, but tomorrow's not promised, y'all. And that's just not something cute to say. It's real. I've lost people my age, even younger. And we all know people who didn't even make it to get to see this season in life. So yes, let's celebrate. I'm going to celebrate. You need to celebrate. Even if I'm still healing, even if I'm still figuring things out, even if I'm still building. Because y'all, I'm worthy of joy. And guess what? You are worthy of joy. Especially as moms, we carry so much. And that mom guilt is real. It'll have you feeling bad for taking an hour to breathe, for buying yourself something. But let me tell you this, you cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot give from a depleted soul. You need a reason to celebrate. You are the reason to celebrate. Because you don't need a reason to celebrate. You are the reason. Okay? And let me just say this clearly. You cannot pour from an empty cup. And if you try for too long, your body will shut all the way down. And I'm not being dramatic about that. I'm being real. Stress is a silent killer. We walk around carrying weight that nobody sees, holding it all together, putting on a brave face, handling the job, the kids, the bills, the trauma, the healing, and sometimes we don't even realize how much we've been holding on until our body says, sit down, okay? And I don't know about y'all, but at this big age of mine, I don't bounce back like I used to. So when I come down, my body has a hard time getting back up, okay? And when I ignore this body, it lets me know, okay? So treat your temple with care. Whether it's burnout, migraines, insomnia, or just waking up feeling like you've been hit by a truck, your body is talking to you. You've got to listen. We are not at the age where we can't not listen to our bodies. We have to listen to our bodies. Because if you're sick, you're down, or you're in the hospital, who's going to show up for those kids? Who's going to show up for you? So taking care of yourself isn't selfish. It is essential. You need to take care of yourself, okay? And I'm going on a tangent about our bodies, but you have to take care of yourself. So yes, I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to rest when I need it. I'm going to ask for help if I need it. I'm going to celebrate this life even when it feels messy, unfinished, because I'm still here and that matters, okay? You all matter, okay? Now, you all know I like to leave a little golden nugget. Here's the golden nugget for today. Celebration doesn't need to wait for milestones, okay? And what that means is sometimes the celebration is just surviving the week. It's getting through the day without falling apart. It's choosing peace over pettiness. It's resting without guilt. It's finally buying yourself something that you've always wanted to buy, or getting that pedicure. It's just pouring into yourself. You are worthy of celebration right now, okay? Not just when you've accomplished something or it's your birthday, but simply because you are you. All right? So, all right. This is exactly what As I Age is all about, y'all. We're going to look at the past, we're processing the present, and, we're going to do everything that we need to do to show up for ourselves, our best selves in the future. So if this feels like you're kind of home, like you're kind of tribe, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, and share on whatever it is on your platform of choice, okay? Join me next time on As I Age, where we just don't talk about growing older. we're gonna glow through it. Okay? All right, y'all. Bye, dolls.